All right, last bit of news. Last bit of news. Helldivers. Helldivers 2. So, for all the people, I know if you saw the last video, they're like, man, this is such a crap take, JG. This is such a crap take, you know. And I was like, bro, like the I mean, I'm sorry if you just saw the video today. I'm sorry if you just saw the video today. And shout out to the people that are just seeing that last Helldivers 2 video. But it was 3 days ago, and AFK was still a thing. People still weren't in. But you know, hooray, man! Rejoice to all the people who are going out there and fighting the good fight, man, squashing these bugs. Shout out to all y'all who finally get to play. You get to enlist yourself, go to war. You get out there and you fight for democracy. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm happy for y'all that y'all actually get to play. So Helldivers 2 finally, in the latest patch, AFK is a thing now. So now all of the people who joined up in Reddit were like, hey man, I want to play the game. I want to stay logged in. I'm just going to stay logged in all day and all night so I don't lose my spot in the queue. Now you can't do that anymore. So congrats, man. Congrats. It's no longer a thing. No longer a thing. Now everybody gets kicked out if you're AFK. Also, the server cap has been raised. So patch 1.000.12, that was the main patch. That was the latest patch there. And the cap has now been raised to 700,000. It has been raised to 700,000. So that's good. That means that more people can play. However, but wait. Y'all know it's Friday nights. As we are recording and doing this stream, it's Friday night. And the CEO thinks that because it's the weekend, everybody is off of work, everybody's out of school. They said that they think that this cap is going to hit again. They said they think that this cap is going to get hit again. Now just think about that, man. 700,000 people, you think that you know, it may sound like a lot, but at the end of the day, it's probably not, especially with how many more people are hopping on this game, especially after, you know, the people have been possibly waiting, because the CEO also said a couple days ago, hey man, don't get the game. Don't get the game right now, you know, until we fix these issues. So, you know, that's coming straight from the CEO's mouth. I mean, Arrowhead. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Not listen to him? Probably the people who have FOMO. Probably people who have FOMO are not going to listen. But for the people that are still on the fence, you know, like myself, I'm listening. I'm waiting on a lot of these issues to be fixed, because the AFK issue did get fixed. It did, you know, that's a thing now, because it wasn't a thing. Now it's a thing. And the server cap has been raised again, because they've been constantly raising the server cap. Again, they were totally not prepared. They were totally not prepared for the amount of people who love this game and who want to play this game. So it's a ton of people who are playing. I mean, the barrier of entry is only $40. So again, that's not high at all. It's not a $70 game. So more and more people are interested. But I think that this 700,000 cap is going to hit again this weekend. So CEO said that the wait times, you know, it'll be a little bit more bearable, but he's still just warning y'all that, you know, final improvements are still underway. Like the engineers, the dev team, they have been working countless hours. Like, you won't talk about burnout. Like, you know, for the people who care about that, when burnout was a hot topic in the video game streets. Yeah, for all the people that have been complaining about not being able to log in or getting crashes, best believe the Arrowhead team and all those engineers, all the networking folks, been working long hours to get these fixes done. And I said on the last video, I was like, Sony needs to they need to get some of the resources to help. I said that they need to get some of the resources to help. And on this article, says that Sony actually has. They said that Sony actually has. So hey man, clap it up to them. So they did exactly what I said. So literally, like, my last video is coming to fruition right now. My last video is totally coming to fruition. AFK, all right. Server cap, all right. Sony, you know, invest in the resources. So again, good things for this game, but we're not totally out of the woods yet. Because as more and more things get fixed, then more and more people are going to hop on the game, and unfortunately more problems will be on the way. But again, these things were much needed. I'm happy that Arrowhead, at least for now, was able to get some of those really hard pain points fixed. But this article here says that Helldivers 2 was built on an archaic engine that you can't access anymore. And when I saw this, we definitely need to talk about this on the next podcast, because I want to hear Ethos's thoughts on this. Because I know that he knows about a lot of the engines that are out there to make video games. But Helldivers 2 was made on Autodesk Stingray engine, and that's not even available anymore. So when I saw that, that tells me right now that because it was made on the archaic engine that isn't even available anymore, that's probably why a lot of these issues have arisen, and that's why these issues are even harder to fix. Because if you're playing on an engine that doesn't even exist anymore, that means since you were still using this engine, that you had to modify the engine so that it suited your game. Yep. So I was like, okay, yep, now this makes perfect sense here. This makes perfect sense. So that tells me that it doesn't matter how many resources that Arrowhead gets on their team, they're all going to have to deal with this old engine. Have to deal with this old engine that is modified to fit your game, and it's going to be like 2 times more time that it's going to take in order to fix, some of these issues. So that it makes more and more sense. It puts more into perspective when they were like, yo, this back end code, like it isn't just so easy as increasing the server cap so that more people can get in. Like you gotta fix all the back end code as well. So I was like, all right, well, now this makes perfect sense here. Now this makes perfect sense. So I mean, it's unfortunate. Maybe there could have possibly been a delay in this game, just to maybe switch over to engines like Unreal, for example. Not Unity. I would say Unity, but we all know what's going on with them. So it seemed like Unreal was like one of the only engines that's reliable nowadays, or that actually works. That say you didn't even think that many people would play. Nobody was talking about this game pre-launch. I know, right? They say expected 40 to 50K at launch. Mason and janky from a physics standpoint, which just shows you say, wait, yeah, exactly. Like nobody can really explain it. Nobody can really just hire more people in servers. You have no clue to make a game. But that's the next thing that I was going to get on. So the CEO also addressed that. He was like, well, getting more people, would seem like that would be the solution. And from a common sense standpoint, yeah, you're like, okay, your game is bigger than ever, and if you can't fix these issues fast enough, then just hire more people. But honestly, I mean, if they did that, unless Arrowhead had other IPs, like other things that they can do at launch while they are hiring more people, the solution is not to just hire like an influx of people, because first of all, they're going to be short term. Second of all, it might possibly end up just like any other business that's out. Like once they're done, like then they're just going to have a mass firing again, and we don't want that. We don't want people to just get a job short term. I mean, unless they're just going to be contracted. But again, like I don't know how the market is. I'm sure that a lot of people are probably looking for jobs, but that's not necessarily the solution. Because again, you want people to kind of stay on the team, but if you just have them work on something short term and then just get rid of them, then kind of what's the point? What's the point? So we'll see. I mean, if you want to take a contract job, then cool, but it's not just so easy to just hire more people and just get more servers, get more server capacity. So we'll see. But shout out to the CEO. Like he's been real transparent on Twitter. He's even been deleting tweets. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But shout out to Arrowhead for at least, getting to where they are now, because people are loving this game, man. Like AB just said earlier, like they said this game is crack. Like y'all are going pretty crazy over, being in war. Like I said on the last video, I was like, man, I never seen people so excited to go to war. Like it's actually pretty hilarious, because like Uncle Sam has been enlisting all of y'all, man. What up, Hazel? What up, Hazel? So yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait, because I don't even want to deal with any of these problems myself. We also think the devs don't know how to use that engine. No, we literally just saying, I don't know when you just got in here, but the engine is archaic. It doesn't even exist anymore. Savage. It doesn't even exist anymore. So I mean, they literally had to modify it. They had to modify it in order to use it. So I mean, if an engine doesn't exist anymore, then what are you gonna do? Like, it's probably not even any support for it anymore. So like I said, they really kind of ran out of options. I'm sure at this point, I don't know if Sony was the one that was like, hey, like, you know, there's a deadline. When is this game coming out? You know, maybe they could have pivoted, but generally, if you pivot to another engine, like, you kind of just got to make a brand new game. And again, that's what Ethos went through. That's why I want him to expand more on this topic, because, you know, he would be more well versed. But he ended up switching. He ended up pivoting and using another engine for Samurai Zero. So he totally knows like how that goes. He had to make a brand new game, damn near. He had to make a brand new game. So he says, for power, we're at guns. America loves you. I mean, yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. So that's that. That's that, man. That's the news. But yeah, the Helldivers 2 news, like I said, it's getting spicy, man. It's getting spicy. But at least we're getting more perspective on what's going on. Like, at least we're not being left in the dark. I love transparency. In a lot of cases, like, you know, keep your people up to date so that they're not out here speculating. So they're not here making bait videos and tweets and stuff and like slandering you, the community manager, the entire dev studio. Like, I don't like that stuff, because you know how crazy people are on the internet. Like, anytime that something doesn't work, you know, isn't working up to their standards, then, you know, here they go making bait videos saying that the game is crap and blah 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 blah. But I'm glad that at least some of the main issues have been addressed. So, you know, y'all, good luck out there, soldiers. Good luck out there, soldiers.